oh, you must wake up in the morning and say, thank God for my amazing things that are happening. And you said, why would I say thank God? I'm an atheist.
Right.
And it was the first time I'd heard the word atheist on kind of public radio.
Well, I mean, yeah, there shouldn't even be the word, should there? If people didn't invent gods, I wouldn't have to deny them. And it's just... but it's like... I was told when I sort of started breaking America to not mention I was an atheist.
Really?
Oh, 'cause first thing I did. On every first thing I did. Why? What am I going to lose? Imagine not doing something because people hate you because of what you are. That's you know, that's my only thing I've got. I'm a white, rich, middle-class man, but at least I'm hated for being an atheist. Do you know what I mean?
And
I'm oppressed. I'm oppressed in 13 countries I'd never go to anyway.
Have you seen a change in your, of the last, I don't know, that's 20 years or so, about how atheism is perceived?
Well, I mean, you sort of do it. There's part of me that does it because I think I should, that there is someone being persecuted now that might, you know, I can't change the world, but what I mean, maybe someone in a Western world that thinks they shouldn't come out because it's a bad thing, because it's still a bad thing in Western society. In America, they took a vote, America, right? Probably that big bit in the middle of America, but we were voted least trustworthy group, joint bottom with rapists. So there's still a thing about, I better not say I'm an atheist, it'll annoy my mum or dad or granddad or school. There's still that. So you do that. Some of it I do it as an intellectual pursuit, because someone asks me a question, I'd rather give the right answer than the wrong answer. I'd rather tell the truth than lie, because it's easier, you know. I think the big thing, people think I run into churches and go, it's all fucking bollocks. I don't care, you know, I don't, but if I'm asked if I believe in God, I'll say no. I mean, you know, the tricky one is, I did a film called The Invention of Lying, where I did a scene where thank you, 7 people saw that film, where my mother in that is dying, and it's because I'm the only person in the society who can lie. She says, I don't want to go to nothingness, and I go, there's not nothingness, it's a beautiful place you go, and you're young again, and I invent heaven, right? And that comes from the fact that when my mum was dying, I did face a dilemma. If she'd have said, do you think there's a God? That's a personal thing, and that's you know. So I just try and be honest, really. And the other thing is, if someone else's kid, 5-year-old, asks me, do I believe in God? I sort of think, what should I say here? And I say, well, I don't, but a lot of people do. What do you think? You know, I try and there's still a level of diplomacy. It's not always my place. You know what I mean? Mm. I don't. But you know, my house, my rules. If someone asks me something on Twitter, I tell them the truth. It's, you know.
And there's also this strange thing that I get from faithful people. Why don't you believe in God? Well, that's a very strange question. Why don't you believe in God? Well, you came up with it. Why would I? As to saying I don't know, well, if you're agnostic about God in all his glory and in all his impossibility, you've got to be the same about Santa. You have got to say, I don't know. I want to say to an agnostic, what's your best guess there? Go on, have a punt. In fact, I don't ask agnostic. I don't say to agnostics, is there a God? I say, do you believe in God? Now, you can't say I don't know to that question, because if you say I don't know, you're an idiot. What you don't know if you believe or not. And I had this discussion with someone on Twitter, actually, and he said, well, that's not true, because I can ask you, am I wearing a red jumper? And you have no way of informing your guess. And that's true. But now ask me if you're wearing a red jumper that created the universe. Now I can have a little guess. No. No, you are not. It's mental.
Well, also for you, because anyone who follows you on Twitter, and you have a huge following, they'll know that you are a pathological atheist, and therefore the thought of death is very final for you. For me, as a good Irish Catholic boy, it's the start of something new and glorious. For you, that's it.
For me, it's the end of something glorious, so I have to pack it all in. But, you know, I'm not depressed about it. I don't want to die any more than anyone else. And I think there's this strange myth that atheists have nothing to live for. It's the opposite. We have nothing to die for.
You have more to live for.
We
because
have everything to live for.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would imagine you have a more focused attention to life because you think it ends when you die.
I think it's precious. I think it's beautiful. I think the world is amazing. I love people, animals, art, every hobby. I can't believe my luck that I'm alive for these 70 or 80 years. Might be less. Wait, you know, I'm not long for this world. My nan used to say that. She lived till 83. I think it was 40 years we were going, I'm not long for this world.
What are you said the things you like. What are the things that really annoy you?
Only two things really, really make my blood boil, I suppose. I suppose in general, as I get older, injustice. Injustice quietly makes my blood boil. Either personal, social, political, you know, personal. I suppose the two main categories are religious intolerance, this arrogance that you think, you know, arguing over whose God is right sort of gets me down a little bit, you know. And I've got no problem with spirituality. I really haven't. You know, that's another myth. And I always try and make the difference clear between spirituality and religion. One is a very personal feeling, a journey, a hope, or whatever, a need, you know, a joy. And the other is an organised body that uses that for power and corruption in many cases. In many cases. And you know, I don't have either, but I suppose I think that when it affects me, that's when I have a say in it. And religion affects me. Religion's very real. Spirituality, it doesn't really affect me.
There's lots we don't know, but we don't jump to conclusions. We don't know everything about the brain, but that's not to say that everything about the brain is unknowable.
We rejoice in not knowing, not because we don't want to know, but because we've got something to work on.
Absolutely. That's why people do puzzles. It comes back to hobbies. You do a puzzle because you don't know the answer yet.
And scientists are doing puzzles trying to find out the answers to the nature of reality.
Absolutely. Of course, that's all we're doing. Science just tries to understand the world a bit more for its own ends.
And it's a wonderful process.
It's fantastic.
It's worth living for.
Because it should enhance mankind. You know, this ridiculous thing about science coming up with the atomic bomb. I don't know what argument that is. No. That's evil. Well, no. This other one as well. How many times have you heard someone say, some idiot fundamentalist say, well, Hitler was atheist?
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, it makes no difference.
Yeah.
There are good and bad atheists.
Yes.
There are good and bad people who believe in God. Yeah. But very few atheists kill in the name of atheism.
Exactly.
It's an irrelevance to me. I hate being labelled an atheist because it's not how I live my life. I don't live my life going around going, I'm an atheist, I'm an atheist.
No, exactly.
There's billions of other aspects to my life, why I do things. It just, when God's brought into the equation, I don't take that on board. I don't do anything because of God's watching me, or because I feel God owns anything, or God's driving me. You know, it's a strange word and it's a strange label.
It is. Hitler actually wasn't an atheist.
No, I know, he was a Catholic, wasn't he?
Yes. Stalin probably was an atheist, but neither of them did their good things or their bad things. Not they didn't.
Of course not.
Neither of them did their bad things because they believed or because they didn't believe in God.
No, of course not. It was irrelevant. I remember. I think. What were you on? Were you on a show in America when someone said, "Well, Stalin and Hitler were both atheists," and I think you said, "Well, they both had moustaches as well."
Yes.
It's just as relevant. A totally irrelevant statistic. Yeah, in the greater scheme of things, there are probably worse things than people believing in all the different gods. it doesn't affect me because I'm free and liberated and safe. But yeah, you can still be annoyed. It's ignorance that annoys me more than anything. Whatever it is, it's not. I don't want to keep going after religion because that's only one form of this belligerent, willful. And it's not even that. It's you can't sort of help what you believe in. Most people aren't going around thinking this will annoy people or I'm trying to oppress people's rights. They just think, I believe in God because that's how my brain worked when I was little, and now I think, yeah, there's probably a God. And most religious people aren't crazy. It's something else. Again, it's something, you know. We worry about the people who believe the bad bits in their holy book as well as the good bits. Most nice people who believe in God, they can tell the difference. They know the nice bits, they cherry pick and they know the nice bits from the bad bits. They don't do the bad bits. And my point is, if you know the bad bits from the good bits, you don't need the holy book. You know, you're already a moral person.
I think it's very important you challenge your own beliefs. I mean that's what science does, really. It doesn't constantly try and prove itself right. It follows the evidence, whatever that is. In fact, it tries to prove itself wrong. It doesn't sulk. When science thinks something and then it discovers it was wrong, it doesn't sulk because it found that out too. It's the question I often get, that people say, well, you're an atheist, you know, you're closed-minded. Well, no, I'm not. You know, that's a strange thing to say. I think the opposite is true. I'm going to always follow the evidence, whatever that is. And they say things like, if someone proved to you God existed, would you believe? Well, of course I would, by definition. In fact, it would be the greatest scientific discovery of all time. Scientists would celebrate. They'd run round. At the moment, we have no evidence for the existence of any God or anything supernatural. Never have. Possibly never will. But who knows? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. When someone puts forward a jar of God, we'll test it for its godliness. And if we find there's anything godly in it, we'll write it down.
I think that's really important, and it comes back to the point we made earlier about ideas not having human rights. Because I think people think when we criticise religion, we're criticising people who are religious, which couldn't be further from the truth, because we think they're victims too.
Absolutely.
You
I mean,
know.
the word Islamophobia is all about that.
Yeah.
People think that if you criticize Islam, you're criticizing Muslims. Quite the contrary, they're the primary victims of Islam.
Well,
Well, this is the other thing, that sometimes I say to Christians, why do you believe in that God? And they say, well, it's the only God to believe in. I went, you know, but if you were born in Delhi, you wouldn't believe in that God, probably. If you were born in ancient Rome, you certainly wouldn't believe in that God. You know, but it is a thing there that they...
Yes, you believe in the God of your parents and your grandparents. Most people do.
I think so, yeah. I mean, you know, there's conversions, and many people that seek one. I don't know, they window shop. They go, what can you do for me? What do I have to do? Forget it. What do you do? I can still smoke and drink? I'll have that one. You know, of course. Yeah.
There are people who say, well, I was on a quest and I tried Buddhism and it was all right, but I thought maybe I'd try again, so I tried Hinduism.
I know, yeah. Well, which one spoke to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. And but it should be irrelevant, but it isn't, because it does infringe on people's liberties. Certainly religion, not spirituality. You know, someone believing in God, that's fine.
Harmless.
Absolutely, doesn't bother me at all. Religion isn't harmless. It's when your God starts telling you that you should kill homosexuals, and
Exactly.
That's when it's not harmless anymore.
I
I think religion's greatest trick wasn't convincing some people that there was a God who was all-powerful. It was convincing everyone else that you couldn't ridicule that idea. It's when you get them. I think there'd be more atheists and less faithful if you weren't allowed to teach anything, you weren't allowed to mention any gods or any beliefs or atheism, right, until they were 20. I think we see a different pattern. The human brain, when it's young, is a sponge. It has to be. It has to take in all the information. It has to trust its parents, its elders, to survive. Without question, don't touch the fire. Why not? Don't go near don't go near the wolf. Don't touch that spider with a red bit. Don't touch that. Why not? Just don't. There is a God. What? There is a God. And if you're bad, you go to hell. Okay? And if that's constantly confirmed, like all the other things, wolves eat you, black widows kill you, fires burn you, if it's given that same level of credence and truth, you're never going to get over it. It's going to be a lot harder to undo that. I think the myths came up, maybe, often as a stopgap to knowledge until we find out more. The Earth is flat, and no, we've proved now. Okay, the Earth's not flat, we were wrong. Okay, but that's not personal. You don't take that personally. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect your afterlife. And so they often want to hold on to that, right? But only because of the way they've been conditioned. We know it's fun to tell children there's a Santa Claus, and there's fairies at the bottom of the garden, and all these cute things. It's cute till they're 7 or 8. If they're 34, it's a bit embarrassing socially. This is my son. What's he doing? He's looking for fairies. Is he? Okay, we better leave. If you're born in India, you're probably a Hindu. If you're born in America, you're probably a Christian. If you're born in Pakistan, you're probably a Muslim. That's a coincidence, isn't it? That you're always born into the right God. Always. Isn't that lucky? I was born under the right God. All those others are going to hell. But I was born into the right religion. I'm going to heaven. It's strange that we hold on to these sort of medieval beliefs. Where did the universe come from? God made it. Which doesn't solve the problem for me. Because we straight away say, well, who made God? And if they say, well, he's always been around, well, let's just say the universe has then. Let's just cut out the middleman. It saves time.
It is.
Yes, if we accept that we don't know, if it's a default, we don't know, no one's come back from heaven, no one's proved it. You can't prove the non-existence of something, and why would you? The periodic table of non-existent things is infinite, It's like... so if we accept that, that's a knowledge, that's a category of knowledge. But if you just say, what do you believe? You have to step up to the plate. You have to say what you believe. And if you don't believe in any God, right, you're an atheist. That's the other misconception. People think that atheism is denying the existence of God. Right? It's not. It's just not accepting the claim that there is a God.
But if there were 3 doors, which says God exists, God doesn't exist, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
There's 3 doors. It says God exists, but doesn't exist, I don't know.
But you not knowing is irrelevant to where there is or isn't a God. Again, you've done a sleight of hand there on a category mistake, because 1 is knowledge and 2 are beliefs, right?
I haven't even finished my question.
No, what? No, there's always... I'm saying 3 is always there. If you had to choose one...
Yeah.
It's I believe there's a God. I don't believe there's a God. I don't know is irrelevant then, isn't it? I think they have to lump us in with, agnostics, which I keep trying to explain that on Twitter, that they're not mutually exclusive. One deals with knowledge, one deals with belief. And so, people say on Twitter to me, it's illogical to be an atheist, you should be agnostic. And I say, well, I am as well.
Don't agnostics get on your nerves a bit?
Well, no, because we're all agnostic, aren't we? We're all agnostic by definition. If we accept that no one knows knowledge, I'm being very diplomatic here, but if we accept that no one knows that there's a God or not, right? We might be wrong. We're 99% sure, but let's say we don't know. We're all agnostic. So take it out of it doesn't matter. Now we ask about belief. What do you believe? What's your best bet?
But when someone says they're agnostic, isn't it sort of tempting to go, why don't you just think about it a bit more then? Because
Well, I just think that there's a yes, but there's a category mistake. Some people do it because they don't want to say they believe in God, you know. But if you shouldn't ask an agnostic if there's a God or not. You should ask them, do you believe there's a God or not? Because then they can't say I don't know, because that doesn't make sense. What do you mean? You don't know whether you believe or not, right? You know. So
And that's right.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to this DVD extra. I suppose it should be called Meet Karl Pilkington II. We did a little bonus feature for my politics DVD, where we talked about politics, obviously, and that sort of introduced you to the world. That was put on YouTube, and it's had like 1 million hits. So I think, you know, it's time we did that again, but around science, a subject that, if possible, you know less about than you did about politics, in a way.
I reckon I do know more about science.
What is science?
It's in everything, isn't it? You can't avoid science.
It's interesting because people who believe in God say that about God. He's in everything.
No, but this is like proper. This is, you know, if people want to believe in God, that's all right. But science is, without science, you wouldn't have any of this.
Well, it's almost the antithesis, isn't it? That if you believe in the magic of, you know, God and all his impossibilities and theological, and you know, that's science looks at hard empirical facts.
See, all that went right off my head. I'm into science. I'm into the weird science. You know, I like the fun of it. There's a lot of fun in science.
Let's start at the beginning, the Big Bang. Okay, here, what do you think of this? An atom, right, is mostly nothing. One analogy is it's like a fist in the Albert Hall. So an atom, the size of the Albert Hall, the matter part of it, okay, the nucleus would be a fist. The rest is space, okay? That's one thing. With a fly buzzing around it as the electron, just
Yeah, that's
a
great.
charge. Now, when we look at it on that scale, it's easy to understand that all matter that exists, everything in this universe, was once in the space many, many times smaller than an atom.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. That doesn't. No one, most people watching this are going, I don't get that. My head hurts. What else is on?
Everything in the universe could be crammed into the tiniest thing imaginable. And that was sitting there in the beginning of time, right? 15 billion years ago, right? And then it expanded into a universe in a few minutes.
But was there minutes then?
No.
So we don't know then. We don't know how long it took. Not that it matters, I'm not bothered. It's here now. And that's what I'm saying to you. It's all amazing, that. The Big Bang thing. I've said to you, was it a Big Bang, or was it just because there was nothing else there to drown out the noise? At the end of the day, it's that whole thing, isn't it? The noise. Was there even a noise if no one's there to hear it? Don't be worrying about all that stuff. Leave it to Stephen Hawking to do it. Of course he can sit there and think about it. He's got nothing else to do. Let him get online. Oh, it's great to think. I like thinking, but my world's too busy. I've always got to be doing other things. He's sat there just thinking. I'd be the same if I was in his shoes. Exactly the same. Thinking. But he's done that much thinking. He's thinking about things now he doesn't need to think about. Pack it in, Steve. Have a rest. Play Pac-Man. Do whatever. Just do something else. Stop worrying about the Big Bang. He's wasting his life thinking about something that doesn't matter. We don't need to know the answer.
He's wasting his life thinking about something that doesn't matter. Good.
It doesn't matter, does it? In your life of things that matter, where would you put the Big Bang?
No, but then where
We're
do you
not
draw
here
the
for
line?
long enough. Well, we're not here for long
But then
enough.
nothing matters then, does it? So
Yeah, it does, yeah.
What
Things
does?
matter.
What matters?
Well, keeping people happy.
Okay.
You know, looking after people.
So keeping them happy could be giving them life-saving drugs, or feeding a starving world, or letting someone become mobile that was otherwise immobile.
And that's fine. But you're talking about space. When did it start? Where does it end? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You know, it goes on and on and on and on. We know that. Atoms, they're not getting in the way. Stop worrying about them. I read something about some scientists trying to smash one up. What for? They're not in the way. If they were big and I kept bumping into them, smash them up. Break them down. Gravel. Make gravel out of them.
Make atoms so tiny that they're only gravel.
No, but what I'm saying is it's not an issue. And
Right.
there's loads of problems in the world. There is loads of problems. You may mention them all, the starvation, all that, and someone's faffing about with an atom. That isn't going to sort anything out.
Some people say mathematics is the tool of science. You need maths to do anything in science of precision.
I believe that. You do. I like doing DIY. I've told you there's a lot of maths involved. Accuracy.
Right.
That's fine.
Okay. Just taking it slightly even more accurate than DIY. Microsurgery. Putting a man on the moon. The figures had to be...
Pointless.
Yeah?
Yeah. Again, you see, if we didn't have the numbers, that wouldn't have happened. But all we've done is create something else we didn't need because of something else we've got. We didn't have to put man on the moon. What was he doing? What did he do? Nothing. Has he been back? No, he hasn't. He didn't enjoy it. No one else has gone up there. The only reason, the thing that I've thought of recently when I thought that would be good to go into space again is to get rid of rubbish. That's what I'd do. They're always going on about landfill and everything. It's not good. We can't get rid of all this. Shoot it up there. Stick it into space. It's expanding. There's loads of space. Stick all the shit up there. Don't be sending a man up. I heard that one of them astronauts knocking a golf ball about on the moon. Leave your golf clubs at home and take some shit up with you and tip it.
Yeah. But do you know how much fuel is needed to get a kilogram of something up out of the Earth's atmosphere and into space?
He had a golf club with him. A
I
golf
know.
ball.
Okay, but how much rubbish do you think we can really get rid of?
As much as you want.
But how much fuel does it take? I mean, it's a matter of economics as well. Think of the fuel that would take a bin bag full up into space would far outweigh that bin bag being on Earth.
But they keep going into space now. They're not going to the moon. They knock around space, messing with satellites.
Right.
Less astronauts. A couple of bin bags. Chuck some shit up there. And what's good with it is it won't break up. It'll just keep circling. And up there then, space isn't space anymore. It'll be like a museum. Because there'll be old stuff from years ago. At the moment, we don't save anything, do we? It's all about recycling. Everything's destroyed. There's no evidence of the past. Go into space, it'll be like Antiques Roadshow of shit from the years gone by.
Right. I'd like to see this episode. That's mental, Carl.
It's not mental.
It is mental. How would you get the rubbish up there?
In the rocket.
Yeah, but you don't know anything. Do you know how much fuel it takes to
But
burn?
they're going up anyway. I'm just saying, at least if they're going up there, do something. Do something different. It's space. There's nothing in space. Well, let's put something there. That's what we do as humans. We don't like plain space. We fill it. That's what we do. So just chuck some shit into space. That's all I'm saying. If you're up there, get rid of a few bin bags.
Brilliant. That's space.
There's nothing... Don't you understand what I'm saying? There's nothing...
Yeah, but it's mental. It's everything's wrong with it. It's once again a terrible, flawed theory.
Time machines, they're funny. That's science.
Well, we're sort of going into the future, aren't we, all the time, by
No,
definition?
Every day we are, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'm talking about people want to do big leaps, don't they?
Yeah.
I met a scientist once, you know, old fella I met, proper scientist. He said he'd love to get in a time machine.
Patrick Moore.
No, Wolf, Heinz Wolf.
All right.
I met him, he said, I'd love a time machine.
Where would he go, back or
Yeah,
forwards?
back. He said he wanted to go back, because he asked me, he said, where do you want to go? And I said, I think I picked a holiday that I had.
So you went back 5 or 6 years?
Because I knew exactly what I'd be going back to. I enjoyed that week. I'd be going back. I wouldn't have to pay for that holiday. I've already paid for it. It's not like I'm turning up and someone's going, get out, you shouldn't be here. I was there.
So you're going back because you reckon you'll save 400 quid?
Like it's 250. It was a bargain. In Mallorca, a villa, swimming pool, 3 bedrooms.
That's what you'd use a time machine for?
I'm just saying, why do people always have to jump so far
So
back?
hold on then, let me get this straight. Are you going back and it's you now and you've had that 5 years and you're loving it, oh, I remember doing this, or are you going back and just reliving it like a memory and no one knows the difference and nor do you? It's like you're just doing it and then you have to...
No, everybody there doesn't know I've gone back in time.
Right. So
But
you've come
me-
from the future then?
Yeah, but they don't know that.
No, I know, but you're in your body then, you look like you did then, but actually it's Karl 5 years on.
Yeah, but I'm having the same holiday and I'm going to enjoy it more.
So you're not coming back with going like, oh, Rita, go and get that checked out.
No.
And no?
Just having a holiday. But the weird thing is, this professor bloke, he wanted to go back. He said he wanted to go back when, like, cavemen were knocking about to see how they sort of mooched about and how they survived.
See, that to me is
Horrible.
more interesting than going back on a holiday I've already had. I'll be honest.
You wouldn't go back to being a caveman. You'd hate it. You'd be going, oh, God, send me back. And they go, no, you've got to stay here for a bit. It's an expensive
Like
machine.
10,000 years.
Yeah. I don't understand. I wouldn't want to go forward either.
So when you went back, so suppose you went back to caveman times, right? You are you, right? You'd fit in
Well,
fine.
I'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd be the king.
Maybe.
No, I would.
Right. What would you do
They'd
then?
all
How
be,
would you...
like you said, they'd be
They
worried
go,
about...
they go,
Yeah. Right.
Slightly different, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's exactly the same. We haven't changed bodily. I've got a pair of pants on.
Right. So you go back naked so you'd fit in?
No.
What?
Because I'd look all pale and...
No. You would go
underpants.
back naked, or they would take your pants off. The first thing they do, if you went there with pants, they would rip your pants off.
No, they wouldn't.
They would.
They
You can't go
wouldn't.
back with pants on. You've got to go back naked. It's summer. They're walking around naked. Why would you go with pants on? Before you get in the time machine, you'd have to take your pants off.
No, because I want to come across like I'm something from the future.
Okay.
So I walk in. They're going, whoa.
What are they doing? What do they say?
They just can't believe it. They're going, what's going on?
What do you say?
I say, I'm just visiting.
What are you wearing then? What are you wearing?
Jean, this. I've gone like this.
Okay. They would definitely want to see.
No, they wouldn't.
They would to
They
know.
wouldn't, because they're sick of seeing it. To them, it's like being on a nudist beach. They're no longer looking at cock and bollocks and tits and arse. They're seeing it every day. To them, it isn't weird. To me, I'll probably be looking at them. Going, put some pants on. I don't understand why they couldn't do that, really. I think they did the wheel before the pants.
Really?
Yeah, I think they did. I think they did.
Biology. The life sciences. Isn't it amazing that we're here? That anything is here? That we're having a chat now in front of these cameras for a DVD extra. And we started off as a single cell blob, a little thing that had the right temperature in the right compound, the right minerals, ultraviolet. A little thing happened. This little nucleus. It was just a cell. Okay?
But I don't like thinking about that.
And then it divided, then it
Yeah,
got a skin, and then...
yeah. I don't want to know. You know, when people get in touch from Friends Reunited, I go, that was 20 years ago, I don't want to know. So I
Right.
certainly don't want to know about 30 million years ago.
Okay.
I want my little time zone that I'm
Right.
born, I live, and I die in.
Okay.
That's all I can worry about. I don't
Doesn't
wanna know.
fascinate you at all. It doesn't fascinate you
It's
at all.
amazing, but it hurts your head, doesn't it? I don't like it. I don't
Just
like
by
it.
chance something happened, a genetic mutation, and then that was chosen by nature. It worked. It survived. Okay.
But certain things work and they're not that impressive, like slugs. You always say, well, it's evolved. It hasn't evolved.
Okay. We share about 70% of our genetic material with a slug.
What's 70%?
Well,
What 70% has that got that I've got?
it's got 70%.
I've coughed up stuff that looks like a slug. If that's a 70% you're talking about, but there's nothing else. Nothing in a slug.
There is.
Nothing.
You share DNA with an onion.
I've heard that.
That's the roundness of the head, probably. I'm telling you that the slug has about 70% of the same genetic material as the human species. We're that close. We're that close. All the hard work was done then, in terms of like getting it right. A slug got it right. A slug is as evolved as us. It's perfect.
It's not perfect.
Why? Okay.
Definitely not perfect.
Why? Why isn't it
It's
perfect?
just not great. I've had to deal with slugs a lot when they were like blocking up my shower.
Right.
There was a gang of them in the tube. How can they be as evolved as me? What are they doing? Sat there, just all mushified.
Mushified! Right, talk me through it. What happened?
Just was having a shower and the shower basin filled up. I was
Right.
like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So I got a plunger.
Right.
So bits of black stuff. I'm thinking, what is this? I had to unscrew the plug hole bit. Couldn't quite get down there.
Yeah.
To take the tiles off the side of the shower thing.
Right.
Got in there, unscrewed it all, got the pipe. Just slugs all in there. All sat in there, blocking it up. Don't know how they got in there. But that's what I'm saying to you. They don't know what they're doing. What they're doing knocking about in there. Get out! Now, what are they doing? I don't know to this day what they do. I watch insects, you know I like insects.
They survive. That's what they do. They're chosen
Yeah, but
by
they
nature.
don't know. There's another one. There's loads of insects knocking about the house. There's a spider in the outside shed.
It's not an insect, nor is a slug. Slug is a mollusk, spider's an arachnid.
All right.
Okay.
Spiders in the cupboard outside.
Right.
I'm not joking. It's been there now for about 2 years.
Right.
Could be 3.
Okay.
Same one's quite big.
Right.
Just sits there in the corner.
Right.
I go in. I smash its web up
Why?
because I don't want it there.
Right,
I
fine.
don't want to kill the spider.
Right.
But I'm sort of saying I'm wrecking your house. If you move, there's no problem. Move. I go back. It's built its web again. Just
Right.
sat there like that, doing nothing. What is the point?
Well, it's not doing nothing, is it?
Well, it's building its house every
It's
time I wreck
hunting.
it.
It's hunting.
It's not even doing that.
Well, it is. That's what it. That's how it does it. It's made a web, and things fly into it. Then it wraps them up, sucks the juice out.
But
Right.
for what? To then sit in this shed.
What
It's
are
not
you
got
doing?
Existence.
What
Why
are you-
doesn't it go?
But you're eating. You're staying in your flat. You want to go back to Mallorca 5 years ago. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, it depends. I've been.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in another billion years? You'll be the slug. The human race could be the slugs. There could be this amazing being that evolved from us. Going, what are they doing? People go, well, you know, 70% of their genetic material. You don't know how it's going to go. You stood on the shoulder of giants. You stood on a few slugs. You told me in your flat, but we share our ancestry with those slugs. We are related to slugs.
I have never watched Who Do You Think You Are? And we've gone on your family tree. Do you know Terry the Slug? He's a great uncle of yours. We don't need to know where we've come from. And nobody would want to hear that either on that programme. You would not want to hear that.
Yeah, but you're.
It's nothing to do with us.
Oh.
It's happened. It's all an
But
accident.
it's a matter of degrees. Your brother. Right. Okay. Very close to you. Your
I
cousin.
haven't seen him for about 12 years.
Okay, genetically speaking. Couldn't get closer. Okay? It's the closest you can be. A brother, a son, a mother. Except a clone. An identical twin. Okay? So, cousin. A bit less. Great cousin. Bloke round the world. Chimp. Marmot. Mouse. Bird.
I don't know what you're doing now. You're just saying words at me. What's a marmot?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But you're related to him. You're related to him. With all our evolution, now we can sit around doing Sudoku and inflaming our mind and inventing art and stuff. So I want to use scientific method. Let's use a bit of logic, okay? I'll give you a couple of conundrums because I want to see how you've evolved, okay? There's two children sitting on a bench.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a boy and a girl. Okay?
They're the kids on the bench.
Yeah.
There's a boy and a girl sat on a bench.
Yeah. The blonde-haired child says, I'm a girl.
Right.
The brown-haired child says, I'm a boy. At least one of the children are lying. Which one's the boy and which one's the girl?
But what else can I see there? Can I tell by the way they look, or am I blind?
No, you can't see.
I'm blind.
Yeah, you can't see. I'm telling you. This is all the information you need.
And they actually sound, I can tell by voice.
No, you can't. No, you can't. I'm telling you, okay?
So hang on. Say
Two
this
children
is
sitting on a bench, right?
You've come to me, I haven't seen these.
No.
And I've not heard them. You've come to me and said, I've just been in the park.
Yeah.
Say again, I've just been in the park.
Yeah.
And I've seen
Yeah.
a lad and a girl. One had brown hair, one had blonde hair.
Yeah. The blonde-haired child said, I'm a girl.
Yeah.
The brown-haired child said, I'm a boy. At least one of them is lying. Which one's the girl and which one's the boy?
I don't know.
Well, think.
I don't want to.
Why don't you want to?
I don't want to work it out.
It's a very easy one. Just think through the scenarios in your head.
I'm a girl. Who said that? The brown-haired one. I'm a
No,
girl.
the blonde-haired one said, I'm a girl.
One of them is lying.
Yeah, at least one of them is lying.
The lad.
So just the boy is lying.
Well, both of them are.
Well, they've got to be both lying, haven't they? Why?
Because there's a boy and a girl there. One of them's saying they're a girl, one's saying they're a boy.
Yeah, so if one of them's lying,
But they're both lying.
they have to be both lying. So the blonde-haired kid's a boy.
Right.
See?
But what are you doing with that?
Because it trains the mind to think logically, to think through it. That's imposing a scientific method.
Yeah, of course.
Please, we're just about ready to roll, guys.
Come on, for Christ's sake.
We can have quiet.
Always have
Yeah,
your...
come on! Wait a minute.
Is that me? Is that an impression of me?
You were talking... Were you talking about me?
No.
No, I didn't think so. You were talking about them, right? Yeah, come on! Let's get this show on the road! I got more interviews to do.
Action.
I wasn't there, son of a gun. Sorry, I have to actually be there. Sorry, Piggy, go ahead.
I wasn't here.
Are you ready? No, I had jumped out of my chair. I'm ready now. Yeah.
Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to Movie Phones Unscripted. I'm Miss Piggy. I'm sorry, am I supposed to be looking into my close-up or into the other camera?
Close-up.
Close-up, all right. I'm Miss Piggy, and I'm here with Tina Fey, Ty Burrell, Ricky
Don't start. Just say the name. You know the name.
Ricky
Gervais.
and Kermit the Frog to talk about our new movie, Muppets Most Wanted. We're going to ask each other some questions that you've submitted, as well as some that are unscripted. I'll go first, naturally. This is from Mike in Edina, Minnesota.
Hello,
and he
Mike.
wants to know, Kermit is wrongly imprisoned in this movie. If you ended up in prison,
What would your prison nickname be?
Funtime Fiona. Girls Gotta Survive.
Nice. Oh, good name.
You give yourself Fiona, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slack Alice. Easy Susan.
Kind of what I figured.
From Margaret P. In New York,
Yep.
Kermit.
Yes.
Several other celebrity couples who've co-starred together have broken up.
Yep.
What's your secret to working with Miss Piggy and having a successful relationship?
That's a very good question, Margaret. I would have to say that in both cases, working and the relationship, it's all about complete and total compliance. I find that is
On the frog's part.
quite a good psychological tool for keeping things going. Yeah.
Compliance implies a code.
Implies a code?
Is there a code you're supposed to
A code
stick
of
to?
compliance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever the pig says.
Right.
Whatever
That's
I
the
say.
code.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the code.
From Liz in Raleigh, in North Carolina.
Okay.
Both you and Miss Piggy could be considered feminist powerhouses.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Liz.
How were you able to share the creative space? Was this a cooperative relationship or more competitive?
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked that, Liz, in North Carolina. It was a very cooperative relationship. You know, a lot of people have been asking me, is Miss Piggy, forgive me, a diva? Was she difficult? And two women
Thank you.
can...
I say thank you to that.
Oh, she mistook that. Okay. So, but we worked beautifully together. Miss Piggy welcomed me the first day on set. She allowed me to have my camper inside her much larger camper. She sent me a basket of cookies every single day. Possibly,
nuts.
yes.
With nuts.
I'm
Even though she's allergic.
very allergic to nuts, dangerously allergic to nuts. But the spirit
know
of
how
it
much she
was,
likes them.
the spirit of it was clear. And so, yes, I would say it was very supportive.
Yes. Yeah. And I just want to add, people wonder if I had a problem with Tina and Kermit sharing scenes together. No, not at all.
Yep. Yep.
Because most of the time Kermit was behind bars.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's
right.
true.
There are a lot of torture devices there on your set too, in the gulag. So if anything got out of hand, I knew where to go.
Yeah. Just like at home.
Yeah.
This is, for a question for Miss Piggy from
yes.
Gabe L. on Facebook, which is
I love everybody in Facebook.
the question is, was it hard working with all these other actors when you are such a big star?
No, being such a big star makes it easy. Yes, because I really don't have to, I don't have to do anything, go out of my way or anything like that, because they just, they do their own thing, I do my thing. We don't really cross paths all that much. So it's really not a nuisance at all to work with lesser actors.
It seems like by design. I was told that once, I was notified when you would leave your trailer that I was supposed to stay in my trailer.
Yeah. Well, yes, it's true.
I did that
what
out
I
of
did
choice.
for you was that I did not leave my trailer all that often.
Yeah.
See, that was my gift to you.
I can't believe you just touched me. That was exciting. That felt great.
It's
Touch me.
quite an experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch me.
Yes.
Touch me,
yes.
pig.
No?
There. It's like being touched by the hand of God, isn't it?
Yeah. The ham of God.
Hand.
Like that, Ricky. That's a good one.
Hand! See if I touch you again.
That's great.
I've been touched by the ham of God.
There's no question here.
You make one
No,
up.
I think you have to make one up, Piggy.
Oh, okay.
You must have a. Why don't you ask Ricky a question?
Oh, brother.
Anything you want.
Yeah, just throw it out there.
All right. Well,
Lay it on me, Porky.
we all know
Yeah.
how Tina has been inspired by the Muppets, and specifically moi. I mean, 30 Rock, that's just the Muppet Show.
Sorry about that.
An update of the Muppet Show. Give me a break.
Sure. She'd admit that.
But how have you been inspired by moi and the Muppets?
Well, I don't eat pork.
It's a good start.
Wise choice.
And I was influenced by the show as well with extras, which is, celebrities making fools of themselves
Wait, making fools of themselves.
for money.
I don't make fools of myself. I
Oh,
don't make-
singular.
No.
Singular with you.
No, we do.
No.
We do.
Dear me, I just made a fool of myself.
It's okay, Piggy. It's just the internet. Yeah.
No one will
Who
see it.
cares?
It's just the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
This is the internet.
Yeah.
We're in this room. Is
Yes.
the internet.
This is the internet.
This is it.
This is
we
where
have
they do
arrived.
the-
Really?
This is what it looks like on the inside.
I've always wanted to see the internet.
This is it.
Oh
That's
my-
why there's all the tubes.
arrived.
I've been to TV and I've been to movie,
Yeah.
but I've never been to the internet
This
before. This is
it.
amazing.
This is the place right here.
Wow!
Those big reel-to-reel machines back there.
I thought it'd be bigger, and I thought it'd be like
Those
be
big,
like
huge
space.
IBM computers.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly, yeah.
my
Who's in charge of the internet?
Oh,
Is
no
there
one.
someone here?
I thought
No
there'd
one. There's nobody
I
in
thought there'd be
charge.
a big spider web here too.
Yeah.
That's what they. Yeah, that was their idea. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? No one was in charge. It was all free. Oh.
Yeah, it used to be. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Ty, I have a question for you from
Yeah.
Camille B on Twitter. She'd like to know who was the biggest diva on set.
The biggest. Who was the biggest diva?
I'm
on
not sure
set?
that means size-wise. I
The
just mean-
biggest diva on
Yeah.
set was Miss Piggerton, our wardrobe lady. Oh no, God! Did you? That's so
Miss
weird.
Pinkerton, you know Miss Pinkerton, the
Yeah, she
wardrobe
was
lady.
always like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
good. I made this by hand.
She was all like, "Oh no!" You know,
Yeah.
that's
No, you're a
yeah.
diva.
She just goes,
She would always say like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back to my family, which are all pigs.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Old Porky Pickerton.
Oh, does
Yep.
this dress make me look fat? No, it's all the pies that make you look fat. She was
I
was
look fat.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
look fat. Whoops.
Meanwhile, back on the internet.
The internet, by the way, the internet isn't edited, right?
Yeah,
No,
well,
it's not.
they
It's not.
pump air into it when they enter.
It survives forever as well. It just goes around like those ones in Superman.
Yeah, that's right,
And one
that's
day
right.
it breaks out and it comes back to Earth. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
just wait for
future.
this to return.
That's the future, Snork.
That's right, that's right.
Don't touch me.
This is from Tim in Billings, Montana. Who would play whom, the character whom, in the Muppets version of Mean Girls? Who would play whom in Muppets version of Mean
Okay,
Girls?
thank you, Tim in Billings, Montana. I'm glad you're out there in that beautiful countryside thinking about this. Well, obviously, Miss Piggy would play Regina George, the queen bee, most
Obviously.
beautiful. And then I think my character would probably be played by Scooter, because I physically resemble Scooter the most. And then I think Gretchen would be a chicken.
Yeah, probably Camilla.
Camilla, yeah,
Camilla, yeah.
I think so. And everyone else would be Janice, because I think I've run out of female Muppets.
Oh, wow. That's kind of the end of the list, I think. Yeah.
That's kind of a cool movie, though, too.
That would be like
It's so fun.
You know,
multiple
Camilla the
Janices.
chicken has a very mean side.
She does well.
Gonzo, and I don't mean this as a pun. Gonzo is very henpecked, and there's a certain time when she's going to lay those eggs. Woo, she's mean.
Yeah.
Chicken hormones, I tell you. They say chickens don't have hormones. They do.
Who says that?
The FDA, but they do. Yeah.
Miss Piggy, what is your beauty secret? What if there was one thing as part of your regime every day? What is it that you do that keeps you so beautiful?
Well, thank you for the compliment, first of all. Yes, my biggest secret is I just don't age. I woke up one morning and I decided, not for me.
I can't believe I
Not
didn't
gonna
think
do
about that.
Mud baths. Pigs love mud, don't they? And mud is good for the skin, isn't it?
That is a rumor.
Okay.
That is gossip.
So you don't
don't
snort.
do
You
that?
don't. You don't sort of like snort around in mud.
No.
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 So it's just a willpower
Why
thing?
don't
That's
you?
willpower. Anybody can do it.
Just once.
All right.
So there's
Just snork
no-
around in mud.
Just say, I'm not going to age.
I'm not
So
going to age.
the
Here.
pigs don't use the cow, the bovine, no Botox.
I
for
think you have some pig one, don't you? Don't you have some pig
Is there
hormone?
a
There's-
porcine?
I think Restylane.
Restylane, that's the one.
Restylane?
Yeah.
Comes from pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it comes from us.
They're filled
See?
with it.
So it's
I don't have
That's weird.
If
I
you
mean,
were to-
I did once. I
that
did
really
take it
come from
out of
pigs?
myself and then
weird.
re-inject it. And that, it's
don't
not really
know.
necessary.
By the way,
I don't like
this
needles.
is that's not willpower. That's just weird.
It's just weird power.
whatever,
Is
it
it
works.
willpower?
She
Yeah.
looks good.
Whatever
She does look
works,
good.
right?
It works.
She does
She's
look
looking
good.
all right. She's doing okay.
Thank you, Kermit.
One of the reasons why I'm not sure I want to get married is because I think she might let herself go and become thin.
Oh,
You know?
that's
That would be horrible.
that would be horrible.
I don't know how to take that, Kermit.
Well, work on it. Work on
Is
it.
that a compliment or not?
I'm not saying.
When in doubt, always assume things are a compliment.
I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
It's the internet. You can
I have
never
a great
tell.
life because of it.
You can never tell.
Thank you.
Yes.
You look younger on TV.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate
That's
that.
right. That's
That's
right.
good advice.
Someone in the gym to me said yesterday, he said, oh, you're working out, it's making me feel bad. I went, oh, it's killing me. He said, oh, I hope I'm still doing that at your age. I went,
Oh,
thanks
no.
very much.
Ooh, ouch.
Young
Thank you.
kid, like, I went,
Yeah.
oh, cheers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Ricky, I have a question for you from Ethan C. in Los Angeles. The Muppets have reimagined several classic pieces of literature. We did A Christmas Carol and Treasure Island.
love that.
What book or movie do you think we should do next?
Sophie's Choice.
That is
How would
what
you,
I've been saying
amazing.
forever.
How would you
Be
cast that?
amazing.
Yes.
Just Oscar. Oscar straight away.
How would you? How
While
would
you're
you?
making
Who would play Sophie? Who would play the
It's
Meryl Streep
obvious.
role?
Meryl.
Thank you.
Meryl here.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I think that's as much as we should go into.
Let's stop
this
there.
remake.
Let's stop there. Ethan got his answer.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for Kermit.
Okay.
Speaking of bovine
Yeah.
chemicals,
Yeah.
a lot of men in Hollywood are getting plastic surgery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been able to resist the urge? Or-
Oh, it's not necessary. I'm a frog. When I walk into a cold space, I tighten up.
Okay, so
Like
you just
many
need it to
men
be
do.
cold.
Many men do that.
What's that?
Yeah,
When
many
what?
men tighten up in a cold space.
That is true.
Yeah, it's
That
true.
is
Is
so
that not
true.
true?
Very
Is it true?
Yeah.
It is true.
I find if you're in a cold space long enough, you just go.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, you're like 6 years old. You just lost years
Very
off
young.
your
You
life.
shrink. You shrink, don't
I
you?
immediately got younger. I sound like Piggy now. Anyhow. Well, that's the end of that one. That's the end of that one.
question now.
I don't
Yeah.
think this will
Yeah.
even make it onto
I
the
think-
internet.
At some point,
This will be the first thing that
You're like, it's
wasn't.
not good enough for the internet.
Yeah.
It's okay. No.
We're going to
No, we
go
can't
with
do
the
it.
monkey smelling his own bum.
There's a new standards coming,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
is the first thing to fail to get onto the internet.
That's right.
No hits. No hits. But we did it.
That's
But
it.
1 year ago. No hits.
No, I was there. We shot it.
None of my bits are going to be in anyway. So
That's your next series, by the way.
Exactly.
Your next series is the standards man for the internet.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll
Going
do
around
it.
the world talking to people about their standards
Exactly.
issues.
Yeah, what are you watching?
You know,
That
we-
girl falling down the stairs.
In-
Are you? What are you doing?
It's in.
Yeah, look, it's a kitten that looks a bit like a frog, yeah? that I've watched it about 100 times. 100 hits. I made my own. I put myself on, look.
Are you done yet?
That's all the internet would be, would just be that guy himself.
Everyone
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
themselves on.
It's me, look.
It's me reacting to the kitten.
Yeah, it's me watching me.
Oh wait, that is what the internet is.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. Oh dear.
I have a question. It's not my question. It's actually it's a question from Wanda
Wanda.
in Kansas City.
Excellent.
Okay.
Mo,
Mo.
Missouri.
City,
That's
Mo.
Missouri, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Mosisippo.
This is for you, Ty.
Mo York.
There are a lot of great accents in this movie. How
Mine
did you perfect
Debatably
yours?
not included, but go ahead.
Yes. How did you perfect yours? And can you do any other accents or impressions?
Well, I don't know that I perfected mine, but I got a lot of help from a really great dialect coach named Jill McCullough, who was very patient and would just basically almost dub my lines. I mean, it was so
Wow.
close. I would
on the
finish a
edge.
line, and she would have the correct, beautiful pronunciation right afterwards. So I was just trying to slow down what I was saying so that what she was saying would overlap, and I would just move my mouth.
So what you're saying is
And I-
you can have people dub your lines, like do your lines for you in a movie?
No.
Please, hook me
Yeah.
up with this person.
That would be nice, right?
Less work next time.
I do one accent. I do
what's
one impression, which is my mom
Yes.
Oh, this is good.
answering the
Oh,
phone.
good. Oh, I haven't seen this.
Okay, here we go. This, by the way, is part of the impression. It's the time while she's got the phone and she's turning it on.
Okay.
And it's getting up to her.
Yep. There's some time. It takes some time. Yeah, it takes some
The
time.
impression started about 10 seconds ago.
Okay, so
And then it's here, and she checks out, and then it's, hello.
Wow.
Little vocal warm-up.
You may be good at that.
Also,
Everybody knows
just
Ty's mom,
for the
right?
extended remix of this impression, it's this. She likes to explain things, so then it's. I heard the phone. I was in the bathroom. I heard the phone. It was out on the coffee table. I went out. I thought it was on the counter. It wasn't on the counter.
Nope.
I went around the counter. It was on the table. I got to the phone. By the time I got to the phone, the light was still on. I looked at it. I thought, somebody's got to have hung up by now, but it wasn't. There's your name. Flipped it. Here we are.
And you say, call an ambulance. That's what I call an ambulance. Yeah. I'm in the road. I've lost my legs. I'm at 112.
Astounding.
This is a question from Piper in Burlington, Vermont. Besides yourself and besides me, because I would not qualify, who do you think is the best dressed celebrity right now?
Well, I can tell you a celebrity or two I'd like to undress.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, I don't even have to do that to you, Kermit.
That's true.
Wear clothes.
I'm the new Hollywood naked.
Yes.
Except your little collar there.
Except my collar.
You're
Except
naked
my
with
collar.
a collar like a Chippendale.
Yes, that's kind of what
I mean. I don't know what
I
that
feel
is.
like the collar could have been a little more well placed.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Chippendale's dance there.
that's why you never see me below the waist.
A frog never shows his neck in public.
That's right. That's right.
That drives Lady
Very-
Frogs wild.
Right.
Very
Just
rude.
seemed like a belt might be. But
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It's the first thing I unbuckle on him. Yeah. But I don't know. I liked what everybody was wearing at the Oscars not too long ago.
Yes?
Yes.
You like
What was
t-shirts
that?
are good.
Jennifer
Lupita.
Lawrence.
What is
Lupita Nyong'o?
Yes.
In baby blue. Beautiful.
Yes, she was beautiful. She wore a baby blue dress, the color of my eyes, Kermit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's just enormously interesting, Miss Piggy.
I think so. You want to know who else I think?
Could we switch over to the kittens now?
You want to hear my whole best dressed list?
Yeah.
No.
Of the Oscars?
No.
And
I think we
people
probably.
here, there are people here from Hollywood.
Yes.
That,
Yes.
Yeah.
Tina's in a lovely dress. I'm just saying,
That's
there's
right.
people, there's options right here.
Yeah, it's nice. She took herself out of the running, though.
I did. I said
did.
besides me.
Yes.
Oh, right,
Which may have
okay.
been-
I didn't say besides me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
you could-
and obviously you're out of the running.
I like that. I'm going to try that response next time she says something to me. I'm just going to go.
Yeah, and make sure you spit.
Yes.
First time anyone's ever said, we've run out of time here on the internet.
Yeah, I know, yeah. The bandwidth just went.
Hey, well, listen, everybody.
The meters ran out. Oh, sorry, everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of all over. It's kind of all over. I do want to say thank you to Miss Piggy and Tina and Ty and Ricky and to Movie Phone for having us here. Thanks to you all out there for watching and sending us your questions. And please see the new movie we're all in called Muppets Most Wanted. And enjoy the internet.
Muppets Most Wanted.
I'm terrible at waving.
Me too.
Got to get better at waving.
You
Yeah.
need to get away
We've
from
been hanging out with the Muppets too long.
Yeah.
We
We got to
wait
put
too
sticks
long.
on your arms.
I should have used that coupon, that wave
in
code
the
coupon.
SAG Awards gift bag.
Yeah.
So we're done here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm out of here.
Okay.
But I got asked to do a benefit gig recently for sufferers of obesity. What? She went, sufferers of obesity. I went, you mean fat people? She went, no, because obesity is... Well, she actually went, no, because obesity... She was eating, of course she was eating. She was peckish between snacks. And, no. But she said, obesity is a disease. No, it's not, is it? You just like eating, don't you? No, it's not, is it? How is that a disease? Oh, I'm so fucking ill. Oh, I'm well ill. I'm really ill. I said to her, what's the disease? She went, everything tastes good. Everything? Yeah, not salads. No, taste the salads. Oh, it's not a disease, is it? Leprosy is a disease. Can you imagine Jesus in the temple? People come up to him in bandages going, Jesus, my face is falling off. Can't stop now, as a fat bird in a third pie. They eat too much. That's what does it. Simple science. But they complain, don't they, fat people? They complain about the situation. They go, no. I'm getting fat. No. Aeroplane seats. They're not big enough for someone like me. No, they're not. Because if they were, we'd only get 12 fucking people on the plane. Unbelievable. It's not fair. It is fair. That's what happens. And if we're talking about fairness and aeroplanes, why is it I get the same luggage allowance as a bloke who's 40 stone? Why is that allowed? We're both allowed 32 kilograms on the plane. I want to go, no, he used up his 32 kilograms on his tits. It's not a disease. I saw a documentary about a woman who was 28 stone, right? Because she ate 10 pie and chips a day. That'll do it. 10 separate meals of pie and chips. That's all she ate. 10 separate trips to the chip shop. In a cab. Didn't even walk that. Wasted calories. So they wired her jaw together. So she liquidized 10 pie and chips a day. Now she's on pie smoothies. Now she's not even chewing. That used up 5 calories. Do you know what I mean? So she gets fatter. They take her to hospital to have that operation where they staple your stomach together. And she's sitting in hospital looking all depressed. Well, you can't eat for an hour before an operation, can you? And she went, it's a really dangerous procedure, but it's the only option left. One, jogging? You don't even walk. Salads? You don't like the taste. Right. 9 pie and chips a day? It's a start, isn't it? It's a starter to her. I did a big charity gig in New York last year for autism. And like most people, my only experience of autism until recently was Dustin Hoffman's brilliant portrayal in Rain Man. But I've just got a new house, and the neighbours were coming round and poking their noses in. We're doing some building work, and we need planning permission, so we're being nice to them for now, and then they can fuck off. Big gate. Fuck off. And one couple's got an autistic son, and the mother was talking to me. She said, oh, this is Douglas, he's 17. He hasn't got any friends because he never goes out. So creeping, I said, well, I'll take him out. She went, really? Well, yeah, so I went back on the Saturday, and she went, oh, he loves the zoo. And the zoo's only about a mile from this new house. So I'm walking down the street with Douglas, and he's like this. He doesn't take his eyes off his mum. All the way down, he's like that. All the way down. And she's in the doorway, and she's waving back at him, and she's crying. And eventually she sort of goes and then shuts the door, and I hailed a cab and said, right, take us to the casino. You've got to make it work for you, ain't you? So, not going to be a completely wasted day. Do you know what I mean? So, and I can sign one person in, so I signed him in. He had a little suit on and everything. I think it's going to be brilliant. So I went straight to the blackjack table. That's their best one, I think. I'm not a doctor, but I think that's... they love that. They love that. I said, OK, Dougie, you know the score. Bet 2 for good and 1 for bad. Do you understand? He went, yeah. I went, brilliant. So I'll bet £1,000 down in half hour. I went, Dougie, do that thing, count the cards, know what good cards come, remember all the cards, do that thing, whatever it is, right? And tell me to bet 2 for good. He went, yeah. Another £1,000 down. I thought, what sort of an autistic... So, I was confused. I threw some toothpicks on the carpet. I said, how many? He went, I don't know. I said, there's 7. I can see there's 7 from here. Waste of... So I took him back home, went to the mother, there's been a mistake. He walks like Rain Man, but he's got none of that clever shit. We're building a swimming pool, live with it. Do you know what I mean? So they better give us planning permission. If they don't, I'm going to keep the house, but I'm going to rent it out for £1 a week to some crackheads. How do you like them as neighbours?